back again, another edition of What's on Deck. But first of all, let's talk about what's going on with my channel right now. I am having a major slowdown in reviews. Probably my fault since I'm doing like 5 reviews a week. But this week and the week before, I only got one package each week, um, which means I'm almost out of reviews. So I'm going to determine what I'm going to do. I'll probably just do like one review a week or something. We'll see. Anyway, hopefully there's more coming soon. I do have a couple of decks coming from Dan and Dave, a couple coming from Collectible Cards, one coming from 311, and I know some of them are just recolors, but whatever, there's not much I can do about that. And obviously some hopefully on the way from Kickstarter. Unfortunately, Canada Post might be going on strike Wednesday at the earliest. Don't know. So that could cause a delay in me getting any packages and having anything to review. Anyway, let's see what's going on in the world of Kickstarter. First of all, we got this 3D playing cards, Sarks by the Art Game, the first project. 28% funded, 27 days to go, looking for $10,000. It's an interesting idea, that's for sure. As you'll see, here's the idea. It's a three-dimensional card. It's honestly probably like a lenticular thing, whatever you call it, which is probably not made for the best quality of playing cards. You're not going to be able to pan them or force them more than likely. I don't even want to guess what they're going to handle like. I mean, it's an interesting concept, but I'm just not sure that it works for playing cards. But it's pretty cool. But I'd actually, yes, there you go, 3D lenticular printing in 2D formats. Anyways, I'd like to see what the quality of the cards is actually going to be like before getting them, or what they're actually going to look like before giving them my money, because I don't trust that it's going to handle good or look good or work good. Anyway, it's an interesting concept though. Here you see it. It's this. I get some glasses. The back design, pretty simple. And for some odd reason, it's a guy riding a horse, because that has a lot to do with Sarks. Anyways, and then apparently there's a Kickstarter exclusive green version. It's only 20 bucks for a deck. I guess that's reasonable considering I'm sure the cost of producing something like this is pretty high. But the chances of it funding at this rate are pretty slim, I would think. Moving along, this one I actually kind of like. It's the Wild Kingdom playing cards from Gregor Klingman. First project created for him as well. It is almost funded, 78% funded, 25 days to go. It's just a matter of time. He just needs just over 800 bucks. There's 2 decks available, a Crimson and an Evergreen. I'm not really sure about the Crimson name, because the only thing Crimson about it, the only reason why it's called Crimson is because it has red hearts and diamonds, whereas the Evergreen has green hearts and diamonds. It's not like it has a red back, so I'm not sure if that would be the best name to call it, but I understand it, why it's called that. It's because of the red faces. That's fine. Animal theme. The back design, you probably saw it a minute ago. It's definitely interesting. There's another animal themed deck on Kickstarter right now. It's called Captive Souls. That one is a little bit questionable, because they were pledging to donate proceeds to a charitable organization, which is a no-no on Kickstarter, and they've removed that paragraph after I questioned it with them, and but I still think that they're going to donate money anyway, but the chances of that one funding not too good. And for that one, I'm not a big fan of it, because so far they've only sold 5 or 6 cards. You have no idea what the back design looks like. People want to see what they're getting up front. before giving them money. They don't want to wait 30 days for you to show all the cards. This, they're showing you all the cards. You can see exactly what you're getting. Looks good. Really nicely done. I like the theme. I see they got insects for the aces. The hearts. You got some big mammals on there. The spades looks like reptiles. But they even say here the Heart Kingdom, courageous and loyal. Spade Kingdom, stealthy and devious. The diamonds, clever and wise. And the clubs, strong and steady. Pretty interesting. They got more animals. Joker style, one of the Jokers. They're mischievous and manipulative. Interesting number cards. Who you custom. There's the back design of the Evergreen deck. Green and black. The other one is white and green. And here you see the color differences. I like it. They're going to be printed by NPC. That's also good. I'm not sure if Captive Souls mention who's producing their decks, but it's always important to mention that. Speaking of which, I should mention for the 3D Sarks, they did not mention who's printing it. It seems like they say that they're printing it themselves, and I don't trust stuff like that because I like to know who's printing it, and I don't want something to print it in somebody's basement or whatever. Anyways, next up, Grotesque Macabre Black Gold Edition from Half Moon Productions, Lautrec. Despite the fact that I'm still waiting for his last project, his last decks, his last black decks, and the other stuff as well, sure. But it's well funded. He doesn't have my money for this one. It's the early bird was $40 for one deck. Regular is 47. If you want both, it's $90. Early bird is $80. There's a black one. There's a silver one. It's foil playing cards with black stock. Pretty original, I guess. Pretty unique. But it's too expensive. And the way I look at it, and I'm not trying to offend Lautrec or anything like that, but with him producing these himself in Greece, in his own basement or whatever, and I know he has to put in a lot of work and effort to produce these, but it seems like he's charging probably twice as much at least as what an actual printer would charge to produce these. In my opinion, I think that people need to stop buying into this crap. I don't think they're really worth that much money. It's unique, it's different, that's for sure. With the foil and the black stock, and a combination of the two. But I still think that it could be more affordable. Anyway, and there's been issues with his production and delays, and I just don't know if I trust his production or what the quality is going to be like. They're not going to be that usable. So I don't know. Apparently they're going to be printed right after collecting funds, shipped from Greece, all backers by the 30th of July. And actually, isn't this what he already produced in his last project? I don't know. Let me see. I'm still waiting for these ones, the Grotesque Macabre. Yeah, because he had Black Mass right here. It's similar but different, I guess. Anyway, moving along. We got a surefire hit right here, Suicide Prevention Card by Harvey Norris. It's exactly 0% funded with $0, lots of zeros, $12,000 goal, which is ridiculously high. And there's absolutely no artwork, no information, no major information. We don't know what they're going to look like. Apparently, it's to complete a deck of cards designed to train veterans and soldiers in techniques to avoid suicide. Okay. Well, there's websites for that. I'm sure. There's websites, there's pamphlets, there's all sorts of information. I'm not sure exactly. and I don't even, I haven't even seen the video, but, or looked at the video, but this doesn't seem like it's something that's to be on playing cards, that it's obviously not selling, the goal is way too high. Let's move on. Next up we got, oh really? Not really a deck of cards, but it is. It's more of a game, but it's still a standard deck of cards, and you can actually use just a standard deck of cards, but it'll cost you $10 just for the rules. If you want the actual deck, it's 25 bucks. Apparently he thinks this will be the next Uno, but he's only, this is Rob Fender, he's only 0% funded with 55 days to go. He's got just over $100 out of a $30,000 goal. That is a humongous goal, way too high. I don't understand why it is like that, but it is what it is. Moving along, I want to mention this one, Collectible Kaiser playing cards from Vancouver Fedri has been cancelled. It was not getting any funding, not a whole lot, unfortunately, because it's a pretty nice deck. I just, not sure who's putting it. And I wasn't too crazy about these indexes. To me, I prefer the pip on the bottom. But the biggest thing for me is, well, there's one-way back designs for one, and also just not knowing who's producing them. Oh, and there are plastic poker-sized playing cards. I didn't even know that. Plastic decks. That is a surefire way to kill a project. Let's produce plastic decks, because everyone wants plastic decks. Anyway, so that one's been cancelled. On a side note, the bicycle stick playing cards from Robert Tomlinson has also been cancelled. He was not getting a whole lot of funding. I've made my suggestion to him, and that would be that he produce, instead of 50 different decks, maybe half a dozen decks. He's actually looking at producing just a few decks per region of the US, and I think that would be much better, much more affordable. Anyways, moving along, outside Kickstarter, Looseness is still doing a massive clearance. It's been going on for weeks now. Look at that, you can get an LTD, red LTD deck for 20 bucks. The Inverted Kings for like 9 bucks, 888. Purple Hustlers for 10 bucks. I don't know why I'm promoting this stuff. Black Artifice for members, 10 bucks. Same with the Gold Artifice. Although somebody I know apparently claims to have checked out with one and they're not a member. Red Arcane, 15 bucks. There's decks for 5 bucks. I am pissed off about this. The Gap deck, Gap system deck, 8 bucks. That Gap system thing, the deck and the DVD, that cost me like 80 bucks, and now it's like 80% off. It's fucking ridiculous. I apologize for my language, but Looseness has ripped people off so badly here with all these decks that they sell for, and tricks that they sold for so much money, and now they're practically giving them away. Uncut seats, Red Arcane, and also Red Artifice, only 7 bucks each. We got Purple ODD, the Gamblers, there's another Gas deck, only 10 bucks. There's that Artifice. Viper Fan Back, uncut, 5 bucks. Yeah, so a lot of people are racing to get that one. And then there's this, I want to mention this one, Tally Ho Circlebacks, a brick for $45. That's almost 4 bucks each. I'm going to tell you right now, Theory 11, you can get them for like 3 bucks each, or less, maybe 2 bucks each. I don't even recall, but I can tell you right now. Just bear with me. I'm going to show you that Theory 11 is cheaper, if I can find it. $2.95 each. So if I were to get a brick, let me just do it like this. $35. It's 10 bucks cheaper at Theory 11 to get a brick of Tally Holes Vanities in illusionist clearance sale. Somebody explain that to me because I think that's BS. Anyways, moving along. Casual playing cards from Paul Robaya and Magic Shop San Diego. MagicShopSanDiego.com. Not really familiar with it. I haven't done any business with them. This is a deck that was on Kickstarter early this year, late last year. I don't remember what. I think it was earlier this year. It's not overly exciting, as you can see. The back design. The tuck case is okay, I guess. You see some jokers here. There's more pictures down here. Here's the Ace of Spades, kind of minimalist. For some reason, they felt the need to put Ace of Spades on there, even though anyone over the age of 5 could identify that as the Ace of Spades. But yeah, it was on Kickstarter. It did not make it. And now it's available here, printed by USPC. Go figure. They couldn't get funding, so now they're trying to sell it on this website. I'm sure it's a good financial idea. But it's too similar to other decks. It's kind of similar. It's similar to other decks, that's for sure. Moving along, David Blaine's website is back, and surprise, surprise, you got something new, sort of. Black Lion, 2nd edition. $5 each. It's a very good price. And as you can see, the only difference really is that it's a white box instead of a black tuck case. It's white. Here you see the regular ones for $10 now, and these ones $5. And I'll tell you what, you can get this right now for $4 if you use the code July4, which gives you 20% off up until tomorrow, I believe it is, up until Independence Day, so you can save some money on his website, July4. And I'm not too interested. I mean, it would only cost me like $10 US to get this with shipping. Shipping incredibly good with David Blaine's website, always has been, only $6, $6.50. But I just don't feel that I need another deck that's the same. Moving along, I want to mention this one from Kotame1902.com. It is the TAA playing cards. TAA stands for the Ace Assembly. For the low price of $18 each. You see the Ace of Spades. I don't know if you can see it through all. There's the back design. Pretty simple. It's similar to some other decks that they've put out. Apparently this is some kind of a magic group. I've never heard of them before. Based on the fact that you don't see anything except for the Ace of Spades, and also been confirmed on the forum, it is the standard faces, standard court cards, printed by the same company as Expert and Legends, but not through Expert or Legends. Only 1,000 produced. The only good thing I see about this, the only positive, is that there is free worldwide shipping. However, at $18 for a deck, that to me tells me that you are paying shipping. So free shipping, my ass. If you want to offer free shipping and not include it, that would be one thing. I mean, if it was $10 with free shipping, then that would be fair. That would be a deal. But $18 with free shipping, that tells me they are still charging you for shipping. So it's BS. It's a lie. And I don't appreciate that. If it's free shipping, then it's free shipping. It shouldn't be included in the cost. And there's no way that this should cost $18. I don't care if there is only 1,000 produced. Nowadays, 1,000 decks is hardly considered limited edition to me because everyone seems to do it. If there was 500 decks, that would be different. But I don't know. I'm not buying it. I'm not too interested, so we're moving along. Next up, I wanted to mention this one, Superior brand, coming, a new release coming this Wednesday, July 6th, 1 p.m. Eastern from Conjuring Arts. $40 for a brick. That's a pretty good price. That's less than $4 each. There's going to be a new red, brand new blue, and it looks like black as well. It should be pretty good. Apparently they come in classic fittest. I'm not sure what the finish is. I do hope that they do sell them individually because, I mean, it's great if they want to sell them in bricks for people who want bricks. But somebody like myself, I do not want or need a brick. And I'm sure I'm far from the only one. I'm probably in the majority who would like to just get one or two of each. And I'm not going to get a brick of each. Screw that. Anyways, I'll get them somewhere else if I have to. Anyways, that is coming this Wednesday. And there's this I want to mention quickly. A new NOC gaff deck in black, apparently by the Blue Crown, despite the fact that the Blue Crown is not selling them. So you see some of the cards. This is one of the ones that I'm getting. The weird thing is that Blue Crown is not selling this one, and I've not seen them advertise it. This is actually being sold through Murphy's Magic. I don't know if Murphy's Magic cut a deal with the Blue Crown to produce these and produce them themselves, or if the Blue Crown just decided to let them do it. I don't know what's going on with the Blue Crown, but Blue Crown has gone way, way downhill in my opinion. I mean, you think they're losing this with all their crappy clearance sales. It's bad. I mean, Blue Crown has people who are only getting half of an order, still waiting for orders, zero customer service responses, creators, magicians, designers who are waiting for being paid for what they produce for the Blue Crown. It's a bad situation. And where's Alex Pandrea? He's probably in Europe somewhere, flying around the world on the money that people are paying him for products and the money that he's not paying designers and magicians. And it's BS. I've kind of lost respect for Alex Pandrea or Blue Crown, and that is that. Anyway, that is that. I apologize if it's a bit long. I didn't think it was going to be that long because there's really not that much to talk about. I might not have mentioned the grotesque black gold is funded, 3 days to go. It's only a 7-day project. The other projects they're pretty much not going to happen. They're 0% funded. Doesn't matter how much time is left. 3D Sarks, 27 days. Wild Kingdom, 25 days, 78% funded. That one's going to happen, I do believe. Card Experiment. Cardexperiment.com. I might have mentioned this at some point in time, but in case I didn't, pre-order is now available for the Bicycle Asura Gold. There you have it. I'll get that eventually somewhere, somehow. The thing I don't like about Card Experiment and Coterie 1902 is that it's PayPal only, and of course I can't do PayPal, and it's unnecessary. There's other things you can do like Stripe or Shopify that would allow anyone to make the purchase, especially me, and they don't do it for some reason. But anyways, that is that. I'll see you next time with more comment, rate, subscribe. See ya.